Summertime is right around the corner, and that means a school break. We all need that. And summer vacation. But when you've only got the kids part of the time because of a time-sharing schedule with your ex, things can get super tricky. I'm Vanessa Vasquez, founder of the Vazquez Oral Logo, where we help when family problems become legal problems. Here are some of the biggest issues I've seen dads face when it comes to summer timesharing and what you can do about them. Number one, mom is unreasonable with the time. The parenting plan in your divorce or your paternity agreement may say something like you get 2 full and uninterrupted weeks of vacation with the kids, but it probably doesn't say which 2 weeks. And no matter what you propose, your ex is making it a nightmare to plan anything. She's not agreeing to any dates you offer. She's making it difficult to pick up the kids. She's doing everything in her power to wreck that cruise or trip to Disney that you've been planning for months. Number two, mom doesn't give you her consent to travel. You likely have a provision in your parenting plan that you can't take the kids out of the country or maybe out of the state without the consent of their mom. This is super normal. Unfortunately, what is also common is for moms to hold her consent out of spite. Maybe you ticked them off about something you're not even aware of. Who knows? But now, whenever it comes time to get her consent to take the kids to Europe or the Bahamas, she's not even answering the text. Number three, mom doesn't get your consent to travel. The travel provision normally goes both ways. Even if mom has 100% time sharing, there's still usually a provision that international travel requires your consent. We recently had a case where our client's ex not only took the kid to Europe for 10 days, but they also cut off communication between him and his kid, so he couldn't hear about all the castles that they were seeing in Europe. But don't worry, there are things you can do in these situations. Obviously, you can try to work it out peacefully. That could just mean having a conversation where you listen to what's bothering her. Whenever this is possible, it is so much easier than going to court. You can also negotiate a temporary alternative agreement. Perhaps mom is going to give up what she wanted, but if you gave her a few extra days around Thanksgiving, or maybe it's some 3-day holiday weekend, it could make everything okay. While you can make these kinds of agreements outside of your agreement or outside of court, it's always important to get it in writing. And best practice, run it by your lawyer. File it with the court. That makes it ironclad. Otherwise, whatever is on file in the original agreement, it's gonna be what stands. Now, if mom isn't responding and not giving you anything, you're gonna have to go to court, but we can help you file motions to get court orders to approve the things you would normally need her consent for. So for example, if a judge tells you that you can take the kids to the Bahamas during your 2 weeks, you're not gonna need your ex-wife's approval. And ultimately, if your wife is actually defying the divorce agreement and doing things that she's not supposed to be doing, like taking your kids to Europe without your consent, we can file a motion for contempt. In that case, even though mom kept her time sharing, she lost the ability to be able to travel with the kid again, and she had to pay dad's attorney's fees. If you would like to learn more about timesharing and you want some free resources, be sure to click the link in the description and in our bio. I'm Vanessa Vasquez with the Vazquez Oral Logo. And remember, when family problems become legal problems, we can help.